Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quickly out to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. A 1st and 10 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Trying to run, it's Paul. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Carter. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cooper. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They picked up a couple of 1st downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Powers through the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got the quick pass. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes. At midfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this lead. They'll leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Paul. Crosses the 30. Oh, what a caught! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's it for this period. New Mexico State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback empties his backfield. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes. again. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Split backs here. The give on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip. Position with the return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Paul. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the try is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to run it. Look out, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing. Right now, he did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Grab behind the line. It's Hooks. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. And it'll be a touchdown.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Got to line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Release to the back. It's on target and complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this? Side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And now the... will come onto the field again. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Running back searching for a hole. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense now working in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Weeks. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough slip.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 3rd. Goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Under fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's King.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play-action fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Johnson wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Weeks. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. Powers forward. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 15 to Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. Turning it on! He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Morse.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the... Rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by that offense.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
They're going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Dropping back, it's done. And his first pass is incomplete. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Looking for a gap. It's Oliver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have... Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Punt is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try the run. Hard running there. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will have first crack at this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's locked. Got a man. It's Parker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up in the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 7 line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got his man quickly.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open at my disposal.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's locked. They've got the screen set up. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down from the 38. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Under fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Play of the period will be a second down. Johnson looking to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gets it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner is going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put. Kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Now, they'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finding open areas.
And the offense will take over.
They'll go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on.
Catch and first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bearcats want to move quickly. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 1st and goal for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to run it in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's O'Neal. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's locked. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't connect on his first throw.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands, it's O'Neal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. got it behind the line. It's Stevens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Rush is on him. Catch in the middle. It's O'Neal. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Johnson looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows. It's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a... They got it! It's blocked! That's a live ball!
After that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Makes the catch. Good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Going to the running game. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd. Short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught behind the line. It's Burns. There he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Donald. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Let's go.
Takes it from the gun on third down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give on the option. Turning it on. Pulled down for the tackle. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those... are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Offense working from the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. And they're going to score again.